We're gonna warm up with some chin-ups. Good way to start off for shoulders and arms. We'll warm up with some chin-ups. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Not the cleanest form, but for our body weight, not bad. Exercise I like to do is these. They help you with the delts warm up. These are really good to warm up. You gotta be really careful with your shoulders. You don't want to injure them. So you don't make sure you want to injure them. Got interrupted, but yeah, you want to warm up with these so you don't get injured. I like to squeeze at the end. Do at least 2, if not 3 of these. You don't have to go so heavy. This is not an ego lift. Realistically, nothing should be. It's just to get some pressure on those traps and those delts. Get them warmed up a little bit. That's all it is. All right, this one's gonna be to warm up your front delts, front shoulders. Same story, not too heavy. The idea is to warm up, that's all it is. I typically only do like 2 of these. You can do 2 or 3. You wanna squeeze at the top, slowly descend down. 8 to 12, usually your go-to, but you just don't want to do too low or too high reps. Simple as that. Very easy. Nobody should struggle with this. Now we're done warmed up. Get into the compound lifts. All right, we're gonna warm up with 70s. See how it feels, then we go up from there. Again, shoulders is the one muscle you wanna be really careful and not ego lift, because it's the one muscle that if you tear it, you're fucked. Not from my language. Now this is feeling light, so now I know I can go to 90s. I changed my mind. We're gonna be humble. We're gonna do 85s. We gotta be humble. We don't, you know what I'm saying? Stay humble with it. Still light though. Yes. Yes. Yeah, baby. All right, let's go. Set number 3. Ah. All right, set number one. Let's get it. Now, I like to do these seated, so I don't use leg drive. That's why I think it's better to do them seated, but you can do them standing up. Now I'm gonna switch to 40s, and then I'm gonna superset. You'll see what I'll do. We're gonna use a little bit of momentum, but we're gonna minimize it. I don't count these, I just gotta fail it. It's full counting. We're not at school. Bang. Switch over to the 30s again. Work to magic. Start with the left. Some people would do these separately. Yeah, we don't do that. Superset. Start with the left. I like to end with the left. Because we all know we cheat with our right with most workouts. Getting harder. Crazy thing is, we still got another set. Good. The funny thing is, this gym stuff really easy. People overcomplicate it. And yeah, I know my body don't look great now, but it will. Give it time. You see, I already got the blueprint. It's like when engineers want to build a building. I already got the blueprint. Just gotta do it. It's light work. All right, this is our last set, so we're gonna have to really push it. We're gonna have to really push it because this is our last set. I will say, my strength isn't the highest because we're eating less calories. So we're gonna have less strength because we're eating less. That's normal though. I'm fine with that. There's no point of, I'm not here to lift heavy weights and look fat, so I'd rather lose the fat. And I will. We'll be making substantial progress in just a few days actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Get 3 more. Matter of fact, make it 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's go. Honestly, I have this forbidden rule. If you can count, you're not training hard enough. You should be training so hard, you can't even count. Real gym rats know what I'm talking about. You want to make sure you're controlling the weight as much as you can, just swinging it. And we done. That's money right there. Now these are supported lateral raises. These you gotta go lighter. I'm only gonna do 2 of these, so let's go to failure on this one. You wanna try to keep those wrists straight. It is tough, but try your best. What? Ooh. Oh man. Being this calorie deficit is not easy. All right, so the tires are already warm. There's no reason for them to start lightweight. We're not here to do cardio with the weights. We're here to lift them. We're gonna go straight into 3 plates. Probably gonna feel heavy, but ain't that the fun, isn't it? Let's get it. You don't want to fully extend, but you also don't want to do small forward range of motion. What I was trying to say is you don't want to fully extend, but you don't want to do a small range of motion. All right, as you can see, we added 25s. Honestly, I don't even know if I'll be able to do this, but you can't make a shot you don't take. We're gonna try. I've done 4 plates before, but on this calorie deficit and the amount of cardio I'm doing, my gas tank is not as full. But we're gonna try. Again, I know the last set looked like I was locking my arms. I kind of was, it kind of wasn't. The main reason why you don't want to lock your arms is because it puts a lot of pressure on your joints, especially when you're going really heavy weight. You don't want to do that. The same thing with the squats. You don't want to fully lock your knees because you're going to put a lot of pressure on your knees. So just to explain that, if you do it, it's not the end of the world. Just know you could be damaging your joints, especially if you're doing heavy weights. All right. All right. Ah. Let's go, baby. This shit light. This shit light. 2 more. 1 more. Kill it. Kill it. Kill it. Oh man, those last reps are the best thing. You see, my brain told me to lower the weight, but then I remembered I'm not no bitch. So we gonna do the same weight. I'm really pushing my body because I'm obviously in a big deficit with the cardio and everything. Like I said, I don't have that much strength, but you gotta push yourself. Our bodies are made to adapt. You gotta push yourself, and then you gotta do the proper recovery. Cold showers, good sleep, vitamins, protein, all that stuff. But when you're at the gym, you have to push yourself. You cannot be training and half-assing it. The thing about life is when you half-ass things, you get half-ass results. You can't want the best results when you're not doing the best work. You can't want it. You know what I mean? The problem nowadays, everybody wants to go on the internet and look at what somebody else has, and they want what they have, but they don't want to do the work for it. It's like you want to arrive at a destination, but you don't want to take the directions to that destination. It doesn't make sense. Anyways, enough yapping. Let's get to this. Let's go. Ooh. I'm kind of intimidated, but that's life. Oh. If the lift off ain't a struggle, you're not lifting heavy enough. Ah. If your elbows ain't shaking, you ain't lifting heavy enough. This is what I do when I fail. This is what I do. I get my ass up. When I say fail, I mean anything under 8 reps. Sometimes, if it's under even 6, 6 is like the minimum. And I know damn right that wasn't even 6. Lower the weight down. At least you gave it a shot. Gave it a shot and you missed. That's cool. Lower the weight down. Try again. Now, when you try again, it's gonna feel just as heavy. Since you're doing 2 sets. Get at least that last 3. Most people would just stop there. But we're not done yet. Especially on machines like this. Perfect machines for you to just fucking drop set. You're gonna have to re-rack the weight either way. Drop set that. Force your body to know it ain't done yet. There you go. Still feel heavy. One more. Okay. Now we're done. Now, I could be crazy and keep going, but we're not crazy. Now these are pretty straightforward. Grab the handles. Slowly come up. Go down. Really get that stretch at the top. All right, we're gonna up the weight 10 pounds. Not too much, not too little. Notice I was bending over a little bit too much. Let's stand up a little bit more straight. Let's take it slowly come up. Get stretch at the top. Oh. All right. I like to do 3 of these usually. Honestly, I don't really have a set way I would lift. You guys have noticed that? I don't really think you have to have a set way to lift. Just gotta make sure you're hitting all your muscle groups. That's all. At the end of the day, I do this for fun. This is just a hobby for me. Some people like the club. I like to lift. There you go. All right, that's the final boss. I said the final boss because it should be our last shoulder workout. Then we go do some biceps, and then we good. I'm doing a lot of movements. It's primarily just because I'm doing lower weight, so I'm trying to compensate for that. I do want to make this clear. The way I lift is not how everyone should lift necessarily. This is just my style of lifting. You don't have to do what I'm doing. You can if you want. I like to do single hand. One thing I'm doing is I'm snapping my shoulder when I go up. You don't want to do that. You want to keep it controlled. If you can't do it, lower the weight. Obviously, more controlled, harder it is. For more muscle growth. I like to put the opposite foot up front, the back foot, the side I'm doing, foot in the back. You don't have to do this, just feel like it's better posture. Put your other hand up top for support. I'm gonna give you clean reps. There you go. Honestly, I'm not even counting my reps. I'm gonna guess 6, but honestly, I have no clue. All right, so these are just gonna be front raises. We're gonna do 2 each side. Start with the left side. Very simple. A little heavy, but I'm too lazy to lower the weight. I think that was 6. Again, I have no idea. You get to a point you just can't even count. I like to think about it. Back in the old days, we weren't counting reps. I ain't got time for that. Just live. Oh. Oh. Done. Last guy didn't re-rack his weight, but we will. I'm gonna be honest though. Sometimes I don't re-rack it. I'm gonna be honest. Some days, just not feeling it. But 95% of the time, I do. All right. Now we're gonna do some biceps. I'm gonna start weak arm first, which is left. Go to failure, I don't count. Once you're a failure, you do this. I mean, 4. Let's do 2 of those. Done. I did triceps yesterday, so we really just gonna do biceps, and we really don't gotta do too much. All right. Whew. We're almost at the finish line. We're almost at the finish line. This would be way easier if I was in a huge calorie deficit. I'm not counting my calories, but I'm barely eating. I'm eating once, maybe twice a day, doing so much cardio. And honestly, I don't have to do it this way. You can, like, realistically speaking, the best way to do it is to be in a slight deficit. Like, I like this one video I saw. The guy said, take your weight, add a 0 to it, and then add 500 calories. And then every 2 weeks, subtract 100 calories. That's a really great way to do it. So for example, if you're 200 pounds, you would do 2.5K calories. And then every 2 weeks, you would subtract 100 calories. Yeah, it'll take longer, but your body will not really lose its strength. And it'll be used to losing that 100 calories, your body won't even notice it because you're doing it so gradually. Now, if your body's used to, let's say, having 10 gallons of gas, and out of nowhere, you're like, okay, I'm only gonna give you one, you're gonna practically have withdrawals and not have as much strength, not have as much energy, feel more fatigued, and that's normal. I'm kind of in that situation right now where I have less strength, more fatigue, all that sort of stuff, but it's just the price I have to pay. You know, I think today's July 9th, and I'm going to Mexico on Tuesday morning. So it's like 4 days away. So I'm trying to get as in shape as I can. But at the end of the day, you got to understand, you put yourself in the situation. If you're 300 pounds, you put yourself in that situation. You got to pay the cost. See, life, you either get rewards, you get consequences. It depends on what you do, you know. So if I hadn't ate all that dumb stuff that I ate, I wouldn't be in this situation. Now, I could take myself out of the situation, though. Now, again, I could do it now I want to say the safe way, because it's not like what I'm doing is endangering me, but I could do it the slower way, but it would take way longer. So when you see people do massive transformations, you know, they're basically starving themselves, especially when it comes down to weight loss. Now, the good thing is I have a lot of muscle mass. So, you know, my muscle mass is going to help me in this process because my muscle mass is going to continuously burn fat in the process. That's why I don't want to go completely starve myself because I'm going to deplete my muscles. So I'm trying to eat less, but just make it really protein. I'm still eating carbs, but reducing it. So, you know, it's working really well, though. I've been doing this for just a few days, and I already feel leaner. I mean, you guys will notice the progress throughout the videos, you know. I would say in just a couple weeks, I'm gonna get some massive results. Like most people take 6 months. I'm gonna get this done in 1 or 2 months, you know. And also my goal is to get to like 185, 190. I don't know, we'll see. But I'm trying to get to single-digit body fat for sure. And I'm gonna cut all the way down. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. When I go to Mexico, I'm gonna try not to eat too much. But yeah, let's get to it. Let's finish this out. I like to put my finger on the bicep so I can feel a contraction and have some better muscle memory. You don't have to do it, it's just a preference. I do think it helps though. I would say my arms is part of my weakest muscle. No matter how hard I hit it, it grows the weakest. That's one thing later down the line. I'm gonna see if other people can help me grow them. But I feel like that's my weakest muscle. But you guys can let me know what you guys think. Gonna do one more of these. I really don't want to do it, but we gotta do it. All right, last set. This time I won't give you guys a 5-hour rant. I'm really doing this so you guys can just see my mindset. I'm sure a year or two from now, maybe some opinions I have now may change, or maybe they won't. We'll see. All good. All right, this is practically our only ab workout that we're doing right now. Even though when we hit legs or other body parts, we are activating our core. But this is the only workout that we're doing currently that is specifically for abs. And because of that, I try to do this at least 2, if not 3, if not maybe sometimes 4 times a week. And actually, I do feel like I have a pretty strong core. I've had people that are really impressive with the amount of weight I can do. And the fact that I have faded abs at my body fat is kind of crazy. So it's going to be real interesting once I lose the body fat, how my core is going to look like. So let's get it. You want to try to squeeze at the bottom, especially on those final reps. This is honestly one of the best ab workouts. And honestly, anybody can do it, even beginners. Literally one of the best ab workouts. It doesn't matter what's your body fat or how in shape you are. Pretty much anybody can do this. So if your gym has this, you better be doing this. Honestly, I just want to cut. That's why, as I said earlier, I'm in a big calorie deficit. Because I really just want to lose this body fat. Because I know my physique, my body doesn't look that crazy, but it's just because I have fat and water. A lot of extra water weight and a lot of fat covering my muscles. When I lose just 10 pounds, 15 pounds, 20 pounds, that's going to make a massive difference. So you guys will see. Subscribe to see the journey. I'm going to do 3 sets of these. So this one and then one more. Hard. Grip or on bottom. That's what I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. We're gonna do bottom though. Push his thumbs up top. This is how we look in July 9th. did shoulders, and we did some biceps. It's gonna be the same story though. Good muscle mass. But honestly, if you go click my first video, you can already see I'm leaner. Just puts to show how quick you can get results if you lock in. We're already leaner than the first day, for sure. Literally already leaner. What, 3-4 days, I'm already leaner. Watch what's gonna happen in a month. That's why I can see myself in the mirror, I see this fat, and that's cool, because I know that I'm burning this shit all off. You can see the smile on my face. I already know I got still a lot of fat, but we gonna burn it off. Let's get to the next day.